were busy.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Player versus Team, aka PVT. And y'all see me, I'm back with my guy,
Yes, sir.
other half of Inside the Huddle, my boy
Yes,
Optimus Mill. How we doing today, big dog?
we are doing well. I was good when I left. The score was 13-10 on the Washington Eagles game. I come back as 26-10. So not
Yeah,
doing good right now.
yeah, I was actually about to get into that in just a second. But before that, you were saying something backstage before we were live. How's the week been?
Week's been busy. Week been busy. Been hectic. Trying to catch up and get things together for the show. I've been shut up. That's the dog. He don't do shit, so he can't tell me if I've been busy or not. But just getting things together. We're gonna have some fun tomorrow. A lot of election talk. I like there's a lot, so it's been a lot going on. Been a lot.
A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff going on. As Mel alluded to a little earlier, the Redskins were up in this game at one point in time, but unfortunately they have fell down to the Eagles, 26-10. How are you feeling about this game right now?
Um, it's a lot of different things. I don't know who's to blame right now. The offense has looked crazy anemic the last couple weeks, so just not as dynamic. The
Yeah.
inability to get the ball in the end zone. Defense is banged up a little bit. So Marshawn Lattimore will be ready. I think he's playing next week.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help in the back end with the secondary. They need a pass rusher
Yeah, big time.
badly. They need a pass
Big time.
rusher, and just settle down. I mean, I guess it was bound to happen. Um, Jaden was playing ridiculous for a long time, so it just it just evens it out. That's all.
Most definitely. I think that's fair. I think just like every team with every young quarterback, they're going to hit a kind of snag in the road where they have to go through some adjustment periods, some growing pains, and
Which is
I think
a
we're here
plug.
for David.
Which is a plug for tomorrow because we're definitely talking about the young quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Um, but I think this is a plus for Jaden, right? He's gonna of course see some adversity. We
Yep.
all know the Redskins are most likely going to the playoffs this season, so of course it's probably going to gear him up to what he's going to see in the playoffs. Of course, every single playoff game isn't going to be all high scoring and exciting. There's going to be some tough games where you got to grind it out. So better to do it now, early in the season, and kind of get him used to that, than for that to come early later on in the season where it's kind of new to him. But to me, it's the offense, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. The defense is, of course, banged up. We know that. Like you said, Marshall Lattimore should be playing next week, so that should definitely help them on the back end. But um, outside of Brian Thomas in the running game, it's they're not getting they're not getting any they're not getting any penetration down the field. Like, and it's crazy to say that because you have three dynamic receivers over there. So I don't know if it's the play call. I'm just not sure if it's just that snag that they kind of ran into to where they're just got to go through an adjustment period.
Right. For me, I kind of do think that they should have made a move during the trade deadline to bring another wide receiver. Like,
I think so too.
um, like outside of Terry McLaurin, you have decent wide receivers.
True.
Nobody that you need. You really need somebody who can really take some of the stress off of Terry.
There's not really nobody to jump off the paper like that.
I mean, I don't. It's weird. I mean, I would, even though he's in the news for all the wrong reasons right now, but a guy like Michael Thomas would have been perfect.
That's a solid pickup.
Like, he's not going to cost you anything. you're not asking him to be the number one. You're just asking him, hey, can you move the chains when we need you to do it?
Yeah, honestly, right? And can score in the situation we need you to score in?
Right.
Another viable option for him would have been Hunter Renfrow, right? He's still young,
Don't
right?
even get me started on
Like,
Hunter.
it's
The fact that he's not in the league is stupid.
it's absolutely crazy. But just you pair him up with that type of offense, Jaden Daniels be able to get the ball out of his hands, boom, quick. He's a guaranteed bona fide third down chains mover, right? Super red zone threat with how small he is and with the gaps in the zones that he can find. Like it's absolutely crazy how a lot of teams just don't do their due diligence in picking up some of these players that are free agents. But
it goes to me. I look at it as a lot of these people, and we're going to talk about it, during like the draft and some of the college stuff as well. Stop looking at paper and look at film. I don't care how fast the dude is or how slow a guy is. I don't care how high his vertical is or how low his vertical is. If you watch the tape on game day and it shows you that this dude he can play, then he can play. And they fall into this. Well, he only, he's not that fast. He runs a 4.5, 4.6. Can anybody cover him though?
Exactly. Is he open?
So they got to get out of that. Well, he's not the tallest. He ain't got to be the tallest. He's got to be effective.
Exactly. You just got to get open and move the chains, man. Be able to make catches when we need him to. Yeah. But I do think you're onto something with that pass rush thing. And I think is it Josh or Montez? One of the sweat dudes. That trade, unfortunately comes back to bite him because you definitely need that pass rusher.
Because you let Montez go. But see, what happens is the reason you let Chase Young go was because at least in my brain, was because you was going to keep Montez. You don't let Chase and Montez go. Like, that's stupid.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. But I've heard rumors that they're thinking about bringing Chase back after this season, considering I think he's a free agent after the season. So that could be a possibility.
I would rather, if they're going to do anything, this is my opinion. I mean, it's going to be hard because I feel like the rumors might be true about him going to Philly. But if they can get Micah Parsons, go get Micah Parsons.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And I've heard those rumors.
If they don't get the deal done, he'll be a free agent.
I've heard those rumors. As well, and I would not be surprised if that's where he ends up at. And I know, knowing Micah and the type of person he is with the podcast and everything, he's bound to do that and then rub it in the face of Dallas fans just because the type of person he is. So that is what's currently going on. They're on offense right now, driving, about a minute and a half left. So we'll see how this game ultimately turns out to finish up. DJ Micah B should be joining us in a little bit. He's coming home from work. Shout out to Willie. I know he's going through some things right now. So shout out to my co-host Willie. We'll miss you over here, Big Dog. Hope to have you back next week. But let's go ahead and get into these rankings, man. Heard a lot of talk about the best team in the NFL right now. And honestly, I don't like it.
Oh, no, because they're all stupid. They are all stupid. Yeah, but we can talk about it. That's easy.
We definitely are going to talk about it. So as of right now, we're going to go ahead and go top 10. They got Kansas City, of course, at number 1, which I don't agree with, but we'll get into that later. Detroit at 2, Buffalo at 3, Philly at 4, Pittsburgh at 5, Minnesota at 6, Baltimore at 7, Washington at 8, the Chargers at 9, and Green Bay at number 10.
Ridiculous. Okay. The Kansas City Chiefs are very hard for people to look at objectively because of their love affair for Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and all the things that happen over there. They're literally 4 plays and 4 calls away from having 4 losses, having 4 losses.
They should be. Oh, never mind.
Right, and last week I don't know who they paid off to beat the Broncos, but they paid somebody off. I'm sorry, like there was a questionable call that gave them the first down on third down. I forgot which one it was. I can't remember. But then to kick the field goal, the entire left side of the offensive line fell down.
Everybody just said fuck it.
Like everybody was like, "Nah, we're not blocking."
But he's not blocking today. We just said fuck it. I'm like, wait a minute. No, there's no way that y'all literally just said
just fell backwards. And if you play football, I'm sorry, it's hard for an offensive lineman to just fall back.
To just fall backwards.
So I don't believe that they're the best team in the NFL. I think they're the luckiest team in the NFL right now. I don't think they're the best team in the NFL. And luck does have, you do need a piece of luck to win these games, but the football gods are going to even this out. Real simple.
They need to.
Having Baltimore as number 7?
Number 7
is ridiculous. The Baltimore Ravens are the best team in the NFL. It's scary how good they are, but because people don't like Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens, they're not going to give them the credit because all of a sudden it's Lamar shouldn't be in the MVP conversation because he has Derrick Henry, which is crazy to me. Because since when do you start chopping people because they're playing with good talent? Because I can argue Derrick Henry is playing better because he's playing with Lamar. Now, I'm not saying they're not benefiting from each other, but don't tell me that Derrick Henry is that much of an increase to Lamar. That's not the case. And a team that is sneaky good, 2 teams that I guess I'm not getting. I mean, they had the Chargers 9.
Yep.
Okay. They're sneaky good because they're not built like the old Chargers. Jim Harbaugh has built them into a NFC North team where Justin Herbert just has to throw the ball when he needs him to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to lean on their running game, and quietly is kept, just for people who don't know, Chargers got the best defense in that.
I literally said this prior to the season starting. There are 3 things guaranteed in this life: death, taxes, and Jim Harbaugh running the football. He got J.K. Dobbins out there looking like the best running back in the league.
Yep.
Resurgence of his career.
Gus Edwards too. If that nigga can actually stay healthy. Yep.
He missed every other game. Then
Khalil Mack looks like Khalil Mack again. Joey Bosa looks like he can wear the last name Bosa on his back. Like
my boy Derwin James over there still causing havoc.
Yeah. So, and the team that I think is going to be the scariest team moving forward, Pittsburgh.
Unfortunately, yeah. I don't know. A lot of people don't want to say it, but Pittsburgh. I told everybody Mike Tomlin had a well thought out plan because everybody. I don't know if everybody noticed, but me and Mel caught this literally before the season started. Yep. Russell Wilson wasn't hurt. Okay, he had no cap. We seen his off-season training regimen. We seen his off-season training. Like we literally watched it on Instagram daily. Okay, the man wasn't hurt. All right, how you get a quarterback like Justin Fields better at playing quarterback in the NFL? Put his ass on the fucking field.
He has to play football because what's going to happen now is, they see Russ. They know what they're getting now. The offense is moving. They got all that together. What the NFL doesn't see coming, no diddy. Justin Fields is going to have a whole lot of packages going into the end of the season, into the playoffs, where if they get in the red zone, don't be shocked if you see both of them on the field at the same time.
Yep, literally. And it's and that's the thing, right? Because now you're looking at it when they're getting, like we said, they're getting into the tough games, right? They got the divisional matchups coming back that are coming up, and looking at their schedule, they got divisional games damn near back to back to back, right? And looking at that division and being somebody or having somebody like Russ who's played in a tough division coming from the NFC West, so we know how tough and grueling that division is, and then going to a division like that division in the AFC North, like, dog, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, we need somebody who's been here before. And unfortunately, due to how the NFC North was coming from where Justin was at, that the Packers ran that division until Aaron Rodgers left, and then it was just a toss-up because nobody knew Jordan Love was going to come on the scene like that. So
Right.
nobody expected that. So we're not saying that Justin can't play. We're just saying that in this situation, Mike Tomlin is very strategic because he knew that if I can get this quarterback up to par to where I need him to be and then roll out the vet, oh, I'm good because now we're just going to be rolling.
Yep. And Pittsburgh had to see what they had because both of these quarterbacks are not they're not contracted to be there next year.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to see. Like Russ is making money right now. He's making money. And if he continues down this road and he gets them into the playoffs and he wins a playoff game or two, he's going to be – there's a lot of teams that's going to be like, hey, remember all that shit we said when you was in Denver? I ain't mean that. So this is going to be like – this is a motivated Russ. This, we said this in the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Having a motivated quarterback at someone like a Russell Wilson is only a benefit.
Yep.
And the same thing with a guy like Justin Fields. Justin Fields wants to prove himself.
Yep.
He wants to prove that he belongs in the league, that he is a quarterback in this game, in this league. So he went out, opened up the season. They went 4-6, 4-2 with him.
4-2, yeah. 5-2, I think. Yeah, 5-2.
So it wasn't pretty, but it worked. He showed flashes, which you're going to see with him. Yep. The biggest thing that he has to work on, and the fact that he gets to watch it from a guy like Russ, is throwing the ball downfield and trusting his eyes. Mm-hmm. He does not trust his eyes. He doesn't throw people open. If you're not open, you're not getting the ball.
Yeah, if you're not open, you're not getting the ball. He waits until people are actually open, which is what a lot of college quarterbacks do coming out of college. But yeah, and I think that's what they're tuning up as far as pairing him with a vet like Russ to where he can learn to how to use his, not only his eyes to throw people open and to move the defense how he wants them to move, but use his arms and use his legs and in times to where it may look like you need to take off and run, but just play with the defense a little bit. We know you're strong enough and fast enough to get there, but they know that too. So play with them a little bit and have them rush up and edge up to you really, really quickly. So now you can just dump it off over. And just like Russ was doing back in Seattle, right? Oh, I'm just going to play with you a little bit here. Boop, here we go. Tyler Lockett up. Boop, here we go. Doug Baldwin, right? And we're just moving the sticks. And now you got a good running game to where you can pair that. You got the Najis, you got the Cordell Patterson still making his way. The other young kid out over there in Pittsburgh, like you got a solid backfield to where now that can all work out. But
and then you add Mike Williams to the mix with George Pickens,
who's a bona fide threat.
Now you got stuff you can work with Freiermuth on the edges, and you got guys that can go make plays.
Yeah, you got a lot of guys that can go make plays. About Kansas City, I know a lot of people, that 9-0 has a lot of people, flustered and finesse right now, but you can't be the best team in the league when you keep getting by with the skin of your teeth, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
And it's going to catch up to them offensively.
It should this week. I swear it should this week.
The way that Patrick Mahomes is playing, I think because everybody is they're just going off of the name Patrick. Oh, it's Patrick. He's not playing good football.
He's not playing well at all.
And they keep saying, "Oh, well, look at his third down conversions." I was like, that's because he's always in third down.
Quite literally, always in third down.
Like, their offense doesn't look good. It's not. Travis Kelce looks slower.
Watch.
He's picked it up the last couple of weeks, but he's nowhere near the guy that he once was.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. TK looks washed, bro. I hate to say it, but I'm like, brother looks washed, big dog. You got with Taylor, and you didn't damn near kick your feet up, man.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't. I don't even say it doesn't look like he doesn't care. It's like he doesn't have the same focus that he once had.
The same drive. That's what I'm seeing. But it's crazy how people will just go off of the name. Oh, well, Patrick Mahomes, and a lot of people will, try to discount Lamar because of the way, just because they don't like him. But I don't know if y'all watch games, but he's literally having his best season again.
Yeah.
After last season. 69% of his passes he's completing. 2 interceptions. 8.3 touchdown ratio, touchdown percentage. 24 touchdowns.
Right. And he's on pace. Like, if he keeps up what he's doing, he's going to throw for 4,000 yards, 4,500.
He should literally throw for 4,500.
And then he's going to rush for like another 1,100. Stupid.
Insane. 123 passer rating.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. What are we doing?
So
there's only been 4 quarterbacks that's ever had a perfect passer rating in 4 games. 4 games. And Lamar's one of them. Patrick Mahomes been on that list.
The thing that they're having a problem with is, well, he can't do it in the playoffs. And then I laugh at that. I was like, because y'all don't hold Aaron Rodgers to the same standard. Like,
they didn't hold Patrick Mahomes to the same standard when he lost the first 3 times to fucking Tom Brady.
They don't hold. No, they only do it to Lamar. Like, Joe Burrow has only been in the playoffs twice.
They don't. They only do. Yeah, they literally only do it to Lamar because they've been anointifying Justin Herbert for the longest time.
Right, and they're on the Josh Allen hype train. Like, they like everybody except Lamar Jackson. That's pretty much.
I'm gonna say Josh Allen. Man's only been to 1 AFC championship, just like Lamar. Oh, but Josh Allen's the GOAT though. MVP talks.
Which is absolutely ridiculous to me.
Insane. Because why? You can look at the last game where he threw yet another red zone interception.
Because I'll tell you this: you give Lamar, Amari Cooper, and Keon Coleman.
And Khalil Shakir.
See what happens. Like, it's not this. Come on now. Like, they keep saying, "Oh, well, Lamar got the best weapons." Where? What weapons? I like Zay Flowers. Don't get it twisted. Zay Flowers is a very good wide receiver.
Very, very good.
But believe when I tell you, I will take a whole bunch of other dudes before I get to Zay Flowers.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. As good as the season as Zay Flowers is having, I still don't think he's a number 1.
He's a solid 2. And I think if they moved him into the slot where I think he would do his most damage, that's when that's when you actually get to see him at his best. But that would require 2 guys. You would need another guy on the outside and a solid number 1. Yeah,
you would need a really good Z and a really good head in order to put him in the slot. But yeah, no, I think he's a really good number 2 as of right now for that offense. Yeah. But I think bringing in Deontay Johnson, that's a plus. If you can continue, and when I say continue, because he's been having a solid season, it's been coming in spurts. But if they can continue to unlock the player, the beast that is Rashad Bateman, I promise you these guys will take off.
He's the wild card number.
He is, bro. He is.
If Rashad Bateman turns into the guy that people like me and you thought he was going to be when he was drafted, then this offense can go to the next level.
I'm telling you, we just gotta keep on, because I see it. I see it this season, and it's in spurts. It's here, it's there. I'm just like, he's going because he's almost. I'm trying to tell you, he's at the edge of the cliff, And all you got to do is push this nigga. Just push him.
Yeah.
Because he's there. I don't know if you got to get another receiver coach in there. I don't know, bro. But I don't know if he got to sit down with Steve Smith. I don't know. But I promise you, he's there. He's right there.
He's there. I mean, he just, like I said, and I think the emergence of Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, he's had a really good year.
Maybe what's hampering it just a little bit, but he's got to make the next step. He's got to make that step.
He's got to take that step to be looked at as a top tight end in the league this year, and solidify that going into next year, because you can't just have be a one-hit wonder. If that's going to be a two-team or a two tight end team, then you gotta make your presence known. I want to ask you a question though. Who do you think the fraud is in the top 10?
The surprise in the top 10?
The frauds.
Oh, the frauds. Oh, run them down one more time.
We got KC, Detroit, Buffalo, Philly,
fraud.
Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Baltimore, Washington, LA, Green Bay.
Is it LA?
Yep, LA Chargers.
Fraud. And who was the last one?
Green Bay.
I like Green Bay. The fact that the Texans are still not in there is ridiculous.
They got the Texans just outside at 13.
Right. So I don't like that. Maybe, I mean, that might just be about it, honestly. Well, two teams. Now that I'm looking at this, two teams that I think that I would put there, but most people won't. The 49ers, once they get healthy, they're going to be scary again.
They should catapult back to the top.
And the team I would put 10 on that list is a team that nobody would have thought about anyway. Fast Feet and the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, baby Kyler. They are right outside at 12, right behind Atlanta at 11.
Yeah, I would put Fast Feet. I actually like what they're doing in Arizona.
Yeah, they actually look really good.
I think if they keep progressing and they keep getting better and the young guys keep performing at the level they're doing and Marvin Harrison Jr. is continuing to grow, that isn't a team that you don't really want to see in the play.
I really don't think so, because that defense is really young. They play fast. They're scary. They're fiery. They like to fight. And that offense with those weapons, and you got baby Kyler over there, little Sonic.
Yeah.
They're gonna be really formidable coming up. So be careful.
Right. And I mean, that's about it. I'm not high on Buffalo, even though they're 8-2. I like Pittsburgh, I like Baltimore. Cincinnati, frauds. The fact that Houston's not in there is odd to me, because with all the injuries that they do have and them not playing as good as we thought, they're still 6-4.
We add DJ Micah B to this.
Here we go.
How we doing, big dog?
Oh man, I hate jumping in the middle of shows because I'd be lost. But all I had to see was, hey, it's me and Mel. I said, oh, I'm on. Mel on here. I'm on here.
Yeah, sir. We're just going over this top 10 right now in the NFL rankings. Go ahead and run it down for you. KC at 1, Detroit at 2, Buffalo at 3, Philly at number 4, Pittsburgh at 5, Minnesota at 6, Baltimore at 7, Washington at number 8, Chargers at 9, and Green Bay at number 10.
The Packers of Green Bay.
Okay, so that's the top 10. That's ranking. That's ranking or standings?
It's overall standings as of right now.
Okay. You know, people, you got power rankings and then you got the standings. So, some people just
like to throw a little random together.
Yeah, but I am of the mindset you are what the record says you are. I don't give a damn if you played 8 bad teams right now. If you're 8-1 or 7-1, if you play after playing 8 bad teams, you beat every team you're supposed to damn beat anyway. So, I mean, what y'all want to ask me about the top 10? I don't even know what to say here.
I'm gonna ask you, give me 2 teams that you think are frauds in the top 10.
Oh, I'm definitely going to Chargers. I'm sorry. I don't care. The Chargers. Listen, you laughing, but remember, I'm a stick by what I said early in the season. It's not necessarily that they frauds. It's more of a we've seen this from you before.
From who?
And you folded.
Totally different team.
It could be a totally different team. You're absolutely right. But the curse of Phillip Rivers still seems like it's on that team come playoff time. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Don't bring the sidearm cowboy into this.
Yeah, no, it's just I mean I don't think they're frauds because if you can do 2 things very, very well, and that's when you have a top 5 rushing offense and you have the best defense in the league, that takes you a very long way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just think they're going to collapse, as history is doomed to repeat itself. I think that I don't know if they're going to be able to sustain the level of play deep into the season. And I don't. Well, define what you think. Define what y'all want. What y'all mean by fraud? As in, like they won't make the playoffs, or as in they won't have a deep playoff run, or if they'll fall out the playoffs.
Basically, they look good as of right now, but come playoff time and or first round of the playoffs, they get bounced, and they get bounced probably really badly.
Yeah, I still put the Chargers on there. I don't think they'll get past the first round. But to their credit, they were ninth on the list, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I worry about the Steelers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do worry about the Steelers too. Granted, the running backs and Najee Harris have looked good. They have looked good, but it's something about them that doesn't pop off the screen that has me sold on them yet. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's something there that's missing.
Ain't nothing missing.
I think for me, like I just feel like if they get into a shootout, they wouldn't be able to keep up. Even though I love Pickens, because I think the Steelers, if they get ahead and will run and they can run the ball down your throat. But if they got to play from behind, it's
find a shootout.
Yeah, if they get to a shootout, it's good. If it got to be high scoring and you go back and forth scoring. But
since Russell Wilson's been the quarterback, they've been averaging 31 points a game.
Yeah, I know they've been averaging 31 points a game since Russell Wilson been the quarterback. But I've seen Russell Wilson the past couple of years. Unless Russell Wilson found the fountain of youth and rejuvenated, I don't know. It's just I just don't trust Russell Wilson. I don't. That's really what it comes down to. I don't trust Russell Wilson. I don't.
But why not?
I saw him the past 2 years. Like literally,
he played really good last year. I don't understand what that means.
He played okay. Let's not get carried away with really
top 10
good
quarterback last year.
Yeah, define top 10, Mil.
When you looked at his numbers, he was a top 10 quarterback.
Dak had high numbers last year too.
Yeah, and look how everybody praises Dak. So why
nobody praises Dak? I don't know who's praised him. I don't praise Dak, and I damn sure don't praise the Cowboys.
Okay. The problem is it's like this is exactly why the Steelers are going to do what I think they're going to do. Like I think there's only one team that can beat the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC, and it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We're gonna find out this Sunday, 10 a.m.
Yeah, like there's only one team, and I'm talking about this in the playoffs because the things that, like I said, the things that you need to do very well in the playoffs, the Steelers do very well. They play defense and they can run the ball.
And I'm not gonna lie, the Ravens defense has scared me as of recently.
And if they win the division and they get a home game, Everything's going through Pittsburgh, except until they play Kansas City. But I think Kansas City's going to lose in the second round.
I do think Kansas City's going to lose in the second round of the playoffs too, but I can't really call them frauds because I think they'll get to the. By y'all, I think they'll get to the
They're
second round.
frauds to me because
They're
their
gonna
record.
keep
I
it
know what you
frauds.
said about their record, but if we was to watch the games like we all do,
Yeah,
we totally understand. We know that this is really not an undefeated team.
okay, so that's why I said define what fraud was because it was like, and when Mood defined it was like a team who has a really good record, but you think they're gonna get bounced in the first round. I don't think Kansas City get bounced in the first round. That's why I asked. But if the definition is a team masquerading, their record is better than what I think they are, it would be Kansas City. Because I don't think Kansas City will make it to the AFC
Not this year.
AFC Championship this year. I think a team you should keep an eye on is Buffalo. But Buffalo strikes me as a
Now they're fraud.
right. Like their record might be 8-2. Their record might be 8-2, and I know Josh Allen and he can put up points and things like that, but that defense is pretty suspect, and they give up points. They will give up points,
And that's why the teams that I mentioned, they got solid defenses. Like once the Texans get healthy, they're going to be a problem. Like once they're healthy again and they can, like every team they go up and down. The NFL season, every team's gonna go up and down. The fact that they're weathering the storm and they're still 6-4 right now,
Yes.
that's perfect for them because if they can start peaking towards the end of the season, like they did last year, it's gonna get ugly real fast.
See,
Well,
the one thing
they're in the division, so that all they got to do is win
right,
one
and that's why I was going. I was like, I don't care if the Texans was to go 9-8. You know what I'm saying? They're going to win the division at this point. I don't see anybody catching them in their division at all. All you gotta do is win your division. You get into the playoffs, and playoffs are the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll be fine as soon as they get into the division because they're starting to get healthy now.
Yep.
Nico Collins should be back. I think either next game or the game after.
I think they should hold them out for one more game because they're not in dire need of having to try and catch a win for their division to make sure they stay ahead.
Exactly. And I think
They're playing the Cowboys. And they're playing the Cowboys Monday.
Next. Yeah, the Cowboys next. So I think that all they got to do is run the ball, and they should be fine. But I think the only thing that worries me about either one of these teams when it comes to Pittsburgh and the Ravens, because we're going to get this game coming up this Sunday, is one, Pittsburgh hasn't played any divisional games, and I understand that division, regardless of how the other two teams look as of right now, they're still tough opponents, and anything can happen.
You said they haven't played division, or you said they
haven't played not one divisional game yet.
They start division games this week.
They didn't play Cincinnati already?
Nope.
Damn.
So that's the only thing that kind of really worries me about Pittsburgh is the schedule is going to get really grueling. But like me and Mel talked about earlier, this is the perfect time to kind of roll in your vet and Russell Wilson to kind of let him take the reins. But on the other side of that, the Ravens defense, as of right now, hasn't been playing very well, especially tackling very well. So that is what worries me when it comes to this matchup as well, because now you add a Mike Williams, who's been like we said, is a bona fide deep threat. You got Najee Harris, who's known to bounce off tackles. The other young kid who runs really, really hard. You got two really good big tight ends over there. Pickens, we all know, is NFL young boy, and he probably going to sock you out and then get open for a fade. And that defense is fiery, right? And it's going to be really bad blood considering Patrick Queen, he switched teams and got to talking shit this week. So when it comes to this game and future implications, I think that this is gonna be one for the ages, man. This game. This is only the first one. That's the cool part about it.
It's only the first
Shout
one.
Shout out Mike Tomlin, man. Shout out Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin do got Pittsburgh playing fantastic football, by the way. They are playing fantastic football.
And that's another thing we'll talk about tomorrow, because if there's two people that everybody's gonna have to eat their words and on, Mike Tomlin and Russ. So because everybody was saying, pretty much like what Mike was saying, and I get it. Like I totally understand when he first got to Denver, he looked like trash, but that wasn't his fault. He was dealing with Nathaniel Hackett, who was ass. Look what he did with Aaron Rodgers in fucking New York. So we know it's just horrible.
Yeah. I have no rebuttal for that. That's
There you
actually
go. That
a
was
very good
it.
fucking point.
That
And
was it.
and we saw last year Russ was playing so good they had to sit him down.
Yeah.
Like
They basically said that stop playing good or we're not going to pay you, or so we don't have to pay you. And Russ was like, "What?"
yeah, and
Might as well bench me.
I'm not saying he's Seattle Seahawk Russ or anything like that, but he's an upgrade from everything that they've ever had in Pittsburgh. So now, when you add a Mike Williams, when you got George Pickens, you got Freiermuth, you got Warren, you got
Wow, let me
Najee
see
Harris,
Pat Pryor move.
you got all of this stuff going on, and that defense. Go out and get it. Go hunting.
Yeah. Speaking of defenses, let me go ahead and get into this top 10 rankings of defenses right now. And I'm not gonna lie to you, fellas, this list is kind of crazy. So we're let's just say buckle up, all right? Go ahead and get this pulled up real quick. 1 second. All right. So as of right now, number 1, San Francisco. Number 2, Chicago. Number 3, Cincinnati. Number 4, Buffalo. Number 5, Denver. Number 6, Cleveland. Number 7, Tampa Bay. Number 8,
This is overall
Arizona.
defense.
It gotta be.
Overall defense right now.
No, the Chargers got number 1 overall defense.
Wait, actually, no. This is just passing. Excuse me. This is passing.
Oh,
defense.
okay.
Okay.
So this is just passing defense. Chargers are number 9, and the Chiefs are 10. And we'll go ahead.
The
And go
Bengals defense is trash. So
Garbage. I don't even know how they're on this list.
that's why I asked. That's why I was like, what is this?
Yeah. So that was passing. When it comes to rushing, Niners at 1, Bears at 3, Cincinnati here pops up, rears their ugly head again at 3.
There's no way.
There's no fucking way.
I'm going. This is just based off what off the NFL stats, NFL Next Gen stats.
This is based off of yards, right?
Yep. Based off the yard.
There's no way. The Bengals defense is trash.
I try to tell y'all this list is gonna get crazy, dog. Oh my god! I try to tell you this list is gonna get crazy.
What's up, Ron? Moo is working his way to the fight. We're gonna get.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. Trust me, we're gonna get there. I already got that mapped out. Bills, Broncos, Browns, Buccaneers, Cardinals, Chargers, Chiefs, and Colts are sitting outside at 11. Now, total defense or overall defense. Let me see real quick. All right. Now, let me see. Let me get this shit bullshit out of here. Okay, for sure. Now, they still got, unfortunately, Kansas City number 1, which I think is bullshit because
I thought the Chargers were number 1.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. But they just recently moved the Chargers to number 2. I think it was after that the Broncos Chiefs game. They had just recently moved the Chargers to number 2, which is crazy because who did the Chargers just play last week? I think it was
the Chargers played.
The Chargers
They
just
won.
played the Titans. Yeah, they won. They played the Titans last week. They held them
Yeah.
up 21 points. And they held really every team except the Steelers with 21 points. Yeah, I thought that was, like I said, this list is crazy, dog. This list is crazy. Okay. Got Pittsburgh at 3. All right. Minnesota at 4. The Jets at 5.
Because it's not the Jets defense that's the problem.
This is true. This is very true.
It ain't never been a just defense.
We do have to have a problem. We have to admit that. Even though they've been statistically worse since Robert Saleh left, but hey, that's what y'all get. They got the Ravens at 6, the Houston Texans at 7, the Green Bay Packers at 8, New England Patriots at 9, and it's a toss-up really for me, but they got the Niners at 10, and then 11, kind of looking at 10 or looking at 10, 11 is Miami Dolphins.
Well,
And that's for what's that? Rushing yards?
That was all overall defense.
Overall defense.
Yes.
I mean, I still don't understand how the Bengals. You said the Bengals.
Oh no, the Bengals didn't make it overall defense. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was
Okay.
okay, right. Which is crazy that they had them ranked in the top 5 in both of the fucking categories, but they don't have a top 10 overall defense. It's fucking weird.
Well, because I think scoring defense is also factored in too, and they give up a lot of points.
And they give up a lot of yards. They average 350 yards a game, and they've already given up 32 touchdowns.
But you know what? I think the problem with the Bengals. You said the Bengals, right, or the Ravens?
Bengals.
Right. So the Bengals defense is on the field so much, and I think that's the issue. But they work with a lot of short fields. I think that's the issue here.
But I thought, wait a minute, because according to all the narratives in the ESPN and NFL and Bleacher Report and all this other extra bullshit, Joe Burrow is leading in touchdowns. He's leading in total yards. He's leading in this. He's leading in that. I thought
Right. And he's leading like that because he has to get down the damn field after the defense screws them over.
Yeah, because it's like because Dan Orlovsky made me so mad this week. Talking about how the Bengals are wasting an MVP season on Joe Burrow and a triple crown season for Jamar
It's not
Chase.
an MVP season. It's not an MVP
And I was
season.
like, no.
You have to win to be MVP.
You still got to win games, dummy.
You still got to win. You can't just be MVP and throw for a lot of yards. Remember, y'all said the same thing about Derek Carr. I tried to say Derek Carr was the MVP when the Raiders were asked, and no, you got to win. And blah. Nah, Joe Burrow got to win, gang. Joseph got to win. He didn't even just say it.
And I think this week, if they lose, they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
They very well much are, and it is what it is. And they lose T. Higgins at the end of the season.
Come to Vegas.
He's not coming to Vegas. Let's get that straight right now. He's not coming to Vegas. Y'all are gonna Vegas is going to tank, and they're going to get Shador, and they're going to move with Shador. So.
Yeah, that said T. Higgins. I didn't say nobody. I said T. Higgins.
Oh! I thought you were talking about Joe Burrow. My bad. I thought you were talking about Joe.
Thank for Shador. Sorry.
When we end up with Travis and Shador, everybody gonna be mad.
I need it.
But Moo, I'm gonna just say this: because most rankings are ranked by yards. If your offense is giving them short fields a lot, your defense is going to look good on paper because you don't have to go that far to score a lot either. If it's going by yards and yards per game, and that's the offset there, and that's why the Bengals are ranked so high with yards and yards per game on their defense. But come on, man, scoring. I used to tell people all the time, scoring defense actually tells you the true story, because if you're giving up a lot of points, only way you can win is by scoring a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Joe is putting up a lot of points. But your defense is giving up a lot of points. Whenever the Bengals aren't scoring, they're not moving the ball. Like right now, it seems like with the Bengals offense is boom or bust, especially since Joe Mixon is gone. And
they can't run the ball. Say they like.
Right. And
because they had a fucking running back in Chase Brown, whatever the fuck his name is.
Joe Mixon was a big loss, and we love him down here in Houston. I just want to let y'all know. We love him. I was so hyped when we got Joe Mixon. But when you can't run the ball, you got to throw the ball so much. I mean, look up how many throws Joe Burrow is averaging per game, and that's going to offset everything because you're going to look and be like, well, damn, that explains a lot. Because when history tells you if your quarterback is throwing 40 plus times a game, you're probably going to lose the game. That's what history tells you in the NFL. When you're throwing 40 plus times, you're probably going to lose the game because you're playing a lot from behind. And
You know who has the
A lot of
most
this
sacks?
is good.
What team has the most sacks in the NFL?
I think it's the Giants.
no,
Right?
The Giants.
that's wild as shit.
Yeah,
That's
'cause,
wild as shit.
Dexter Lawrence leads the league in sacks right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that man, sexy Dixie, man. Y'all better stop playing with him.
No, actually, you know what? That's actually not that crazy because the offense can't move the goddamn ball. Let me tell y'all something. In NYG, y'all paid the wrong person. Y'all paid the wrong person. And
Well,
Saquon over there in Philadelphia acting the ass.
Ooh, I can't wait till we talk about that tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna dismantle that tomorrow because we told y'all. But we're gonna get into this offense real quick, dude. These total offense right now, which is gonna call into question who's really the best team in the league. But number one, Baltimore at averages 440 yards per game, 39 touchdowns as of right now. Then number two, we got the San Francisco 49ers. Number three, Green Bay Packers. Number four, Washington Commanders. Number five, Atlanta Falcons. Number six, Philadelphia Eagles, which I think is kind of crazy because, okay. Number seven, Lions. Also think it's kind of crazy because Swings put up like 50 points back-to-back in back-to-back game. Number 8, Buccaneers. Number 9, Seahawks. And number 10, the Chiefs. I don't understand how the Chiefs keep sneaking on this motherfucker on these lists.
This is points.
Yep,
Points.
total overall points and overall points and offense. Yes, and yards.
Overall, so it's not points per game. It's just overall. You're ranking the offense overall.
This is yards per game. If you go by points per game,
this is yards per this overall yards per game.
That's yards per game. If you do it points per game, it goes Baltimore, Detroit, Buffalo,
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Washington, Tampa, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Green Bay, Minnesota.
Okay, so most of those have defenses that'll keep you with a short field. That's really the better telling sign here of offense. But
Cincinnati doesn't have a winning record. They're the only team without a winning record.
that's because their defense can't stop a nosebleed if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Just what you laughing for? Moves the damn truth.
It is though. That's the thing. I'm just laughing because it's true. I mean, you gave away Eli Apple. You got Trey Hendrickson, who's freaking who's having a damn near career year, but y'all still suck. Like, you thought Eli Apple was the problem. He wasn't the problem.
Eli Apple was never the problem.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, hey, man, I don't care, bro. Fuck y'all.
And it's like when you
here,
and I need, I'm gonna need people to also another person on the list that I said this last year. You have to give him his respect. Give my man Baker his goddamn respect.
Oh yeah, bro. You can't. Hey. You know what? Moo and Mill. I can't believe I'm going to say this, and I've said it once, but Mel wasn't on the show, so Moo, you already know where this is going. And a lot of people are going to be like, damn. But let me tell y'all, Skip Bayless was fucking right about Baker Mayfield. He was absolutely right about those damn 11 games that he kept on harping back to. He was 100% right about Baker because Baker got into a situation where he had pieces around him that can actually play, and he doesn't have to be the star of the team necessarily every week. And he got the Buccaneers balling.
But what I mean is he's doing it now with nothing. Nothing.
I mean, he got Mike. He got Mike.
Mike Evans is hurt.
Chris
Godwin is
I know he's hurt, but I mean, like, come on. He got hurt 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but still.
Like, and he's out here.
Yeah.
If Baker put like this, they jerked him last year. If he doesn't get most improved player this year, I'm gonna be upset.
Baker is balling, and I personally thought if Mike Evans would have been on the field because I said, hey,
the defense lost that game last week. I don't care.
They did.
The defense
against Kansas City. I thought if Mike Evans would have played, they would have won the game.
Yeah,
When I found out Mike Evans wasn't playing, I was like, damn.
I don't even like talk about that Kansas City game because the refs know exactly what the fuck they did.
Look, Kansas City. We're gonna have to do a whole show just on Kansas City.
Just on Kansas City, because this is getting ridiculous now.
Because fuck y'all.
And I don't know who paid off the Broncos' left side of their kicking line, but I hope it was worth it.
Absolutely not. I don't care. It wasn't. Fuck y'all too. Y'all know how I feel about y'all. So
They must have had somebody kid tied up in the basement. I swear.
A few of them, because ain't no goddamn way. Y'all let that rock.
Y'all remember on what movie is that? The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. Whenever he pulled the ball last minute because they had his pup and they was gonna take it from him, and he pulled the ball and ran the touchdown. That's exactly what it looked like. It's like, oh shit, I gotta lose this game. I can't let it. Go ahead and get that damn man. Come on, bro.
I would do some crazy shit for a dog. We're going to go ahead and pivot away from this football talk real quick and step into the realm of madness.
By the way, if you want more football talk, make sure you tune in to the best damn football show on the internet, period, tomorrow-ish, a.k.a. Inside the Huddle with Mook and Mel. Got to put my plug in the tomorrow night. Y'all start 7?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
So we got this madness going on tomorrow.
It's
Mike Tyson baseball. Battle of the old nigga and the Disney star.
Look,
how we feeling about this?
I want Mike to just knock his head off. But I know it's all set up. I'm not really invested in it the way I want to be because I know it's just set up. But
we would love to see Mike Tyson put Jake Paul to sleep. DJ Mike B, how are we feeling about this this nonsense of fight that's going on tomorrow night?
Man. Mike Tyson got to knock him out in the first 3 rounds. If he don't, he's probably gonna lose this match just off of his just because he's older age. And we all know Jake Paul is still younger and more in his prime, so he'll be able to go whatever the distance is with Mike. But Mike is gonna have to knock him out in the first 3 rounds.
If that clause is, if that contract is true that they showed, that if he knocks Mike out, if Mike knocks him out in the first round, he doesn't get paid any money. And if he knocks him out in the second round, he only gets a certain amount of money. And if he only gets paid the full amount of money if it goes the distance and something else. But Mike can't knock him out within the first 3 rounds because he loses money.
Nah, you gotta knock that nigga the fuck out, Mike. You got it.
And I'm like, Mike, you don't pull it. We'll do a GoFundMe for Mike if you knock this nigga out.
Big facts. We'll start that bitch tomorrow.
He got it, bro. He got the successful cannabis business. He got the podcast. He
had a cartoon.
He got it, bro. He got it, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm uploading something right now because I'm not even gonna lie to you. This got me excited. This
contract is bullshit. Right. Just get in the ring and box.
He's getting in the ring and fight. But this got me excited. Slap the dog shit out of that. Okay,
bro. Mike Tyson looks so fucking in shape in this picture. It's ridiculous.
Slap the fire out that man today.
I'm about to find that. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, he slapped the shit out of Jake Paul.
Bear Paul connected with this motherfucking nigga's face. All right. And that's the thing. Because Roy Jones said the ref, he told a story, and he said the ref was telling him, let him go, Roy. Y'all got a box. Let him go, Roy. Y'all got a box. Roy looked at the ref and literally told him, no, you come box this nigga. Because I'm not finna fight this nigga like how y'all expect me to fight. I'm finna come in here, get my quick little jab, my little cardio, and get the fuck on. But he's actually came here to fight, bro. He came in here to really hurt me.
That's the Mike I need, though. That's go in there, couple body shots to Jake Paul, and to get this over with ASAP.
Knock this dude out, bro, please.
I don't think there's any other Mike. That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna get into his little shit and go crazy Mike. And at that point, the nigga might lose both his ears.
I need body shot, uppercut, and then walk out.
And then walk up out the ring. Get up out of there. All right, y'all. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know. And the fact that it's live stream on Netflix is even more crazy. The slap, I don't know. I seen it from a few angles.
I didn't see it, so when we get off, I'll check it out.
I feel like Mike was just went generally slapped at that time.
By the muscles in his shoulder and arm, it didn't. That's not. He smacked
So
that
Mel, let me give you some backstory here, Mel. Right, so
we
Mike was pissed off. Mike was pissed off yesterday while being interviewed, and the reason why he got pissed off is because they asked Jake Paul, "Hey, when are you gonna stop doing these gimmick fights and fight a real contender for the championship, and fight somebody that's a contender for the championship?" And Jake Paul was like, "You hear that, Mike? He's calling you a gimmick fight." And Mike was like, "Who's calling me a gimmick fight? The hell are you talking about?" And Mike snapped back into 1990s Mike and was going, "Hey,
that's all I want. Like, knock this motherfucker. Please knock him out. That's all I want. That's all.
I got that picture again. Y'all see this?
I mean, Jake Paul's face don't look like is that don't look how his fingers are flat. He smacked the shit.
You see how his fingers are flat? He got his whole hand scrunched up like a 76-year-old man's forehead. Jake Paul is doing the 2016 Duck Face.
hey."
Like,
Shout out to Jake Paul though, because he ate it like it didn't hurt, but everybody in America know that shit hurt.
He know that shit hurt.
Yeah, he know that shit hurt.
It was so quick though, because he shook bro hand, right? The same nigga who's trying to stop, he got his hand in the middle. You too late, big dog. He shook his hand, right? And as soon as Jake Paul got on stage, rose up, slapped shit out of him. Real quick. I'm trying to tell. It may be staged, it may be all hype, it may be all HUD, but something tells me that Mike Tyson don't know.
I just watched it. That wasn't staged.
I don't think that's staged.
Hell no. Hell no. He slapped the dog shit out of him.
Yeah, I just watched it. He smacked the shit out of his ass.
He slapped the dog shit out of him.
I don't know why Jake Paul popped up like that.
Jake Paul popped up like he was about business and got smacked.
He slapped the shit out of him, and that's the reason why I'm saying, like, I get it. A lot of people say it might be staged, but look at this. I don't think Mike Tyson knows that. I don't think he knows that.
They might have said, "Look, Mike gonna slap the shit out you if you do this," and that's the point of staging, that they just anticipated Mike slapping him, but Mike didn't know what was about to happen.
Mike don't know that. He don't know that it's supposed to be staged and that he's supposed to do this and he gonna get it back. He don't know that. Y'all gonna have to put that in writing and damn near tattoo it on him somewhere, because
Mike Tyson out here
in that ring.
Mike Tyson out here looking like, what did the five fingers say to the face?
Hey, lucky if he would have punched him, postpone this for another 6 months.
I don't think Mike Tyson knows that this is supposed to be staged. If that's what the motherfuckers want to call it, Mike Tyson don't know that.
No, they didn't. He didn't get the memo.
Yeah, he ready for war. Okay, he stepped in that ring and all of that bag shit, all of that, you know what I'm saying, all of that action. Yeah, no, he don't give a fuck about that. Yeah.
I hope this fight lasts every bit of 45 seconds.
Yep, I am excited for it. I am absolutely excited for it.
Hey Mel, I just watched it for the first time, and I'm with you, dog. That was not staged.
He slapped fire from that man.
Nope.
He slapped fire from that man.
He popped up. You don't sit your dumb ass down.
You just say, if you don't get your dumb ass out of my face, slap the dog shit out of him. Okay. I said, I don't think Mike knows this is supposed to be staged, but hey, we're gonna find out tomorrow, 5 o'clock. On
no. It ain't supposed to be staged. That's the point. It ain't supposed to be staged.
It's not supposed to be. Shoot, y'all see the date right there. New date, Friday, November 15th, 5 o'clock on Netflix, live stream. Let me bring this up. When y'all see that? The passion, the power. That sound like he said, "Hey," when he slapped the shit out of him.
It's at 5 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
5 o'clock for Moo. It's 7 o'clock Central. And then I guess
5 o'clock for us, big dog. Yeah.
Oh, it's 5 for us. Okay. Oh, so by the time we go on the show, we got it. So
yeah, we can do the whole, you feel me? You can do the whole rundown right after. We'd be good.
Man, you live in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna hit you up after the show because me and my brother plan on going to Vegas between January and February.
And see,
I
that's
bet.
the thing. I don't think we'll ever know. I just think that Mike Tyson slapped him because he wanted to slap him. Like, that's just Mike Tyson. Like,
Well, Mike Tyson slapped him because this nigga put his fist up like he wanted to really rumble right then and there. So he slapped him.
That was PTSD. That's what that was.
yeah,
Facts.
that was a flashback. He said, "Nigga,
Hey,
you too close."
Moo. Mike Tyson basically told that dude, "Hey, play with your mama. Don't play with me."
Look, I ain't playing tomorrow, dog. I think that's what he's saying. Like, bro, tomorrow you may be thinking I'm playing. I'm not playing no games with you, boy. I'm watch, because you will find out what happened.
They got undercards on this fight. I haven't even seen the.
Probably.
They probably do got some undercards on this fight. I haven't seen the undercard, but I'm pretty sure they do. They're probably gonna meet some other no name or his brother fighting some other no name. Pants or some dumb shit. Y'all know how that shit goes. But winding this down, keeping it on the martial art or the violent side of things. We got this coming up. on
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
A stacked UFC 309 card starring John Jones and Stipe Miocic. How we feeling about that, fellas? This is a crazy card right here. Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler 2. That's the rematch. Anthony Smith, Dominic Reyes. I'm excited for that one. We got Weidman, Eric Anders coming up again. Weidman back in the ring. I know he's looking for some get back. Yeah, this is a stacked card, gentlemen. This is a crazy stacked card this Saturday. So if you're not tuned in, I think y'all might want to get to your nearest bar or your nearest Buffalo Wild Wings and make sure you catch that fight.
Yeah, I'm not a
UFC.
UFC.
How we feeling about that? You said what, Mel?
I said I'm not a UFC dude, so I don't know too much about UFC.
I am.
Go ahead
Let's
and
talk
start
about it,
DJ.
Moo. Let's talk about it, Moo. John Jones gonna put Stipe down. He's gonna put him down. I have never seen anybody fight John Jones better than Daniel Cormier, better than DC. Nobody has. I thought DC won the second fight when John Jones broke his toe.
Real quick, y'all can talk about this on Monday. Jalen Rose. I just got this from Jalen Rose. He just signed on with NBC Sports to do their basketball.
Word, Jalen.
NBC.
So there's that. My bad.
Welcome back.
The
Welcome
NBA
back.
on NBC.
Mr. Perfect Hairline.
Mr. Steve
but yeah.
Harvey. Let's not.
Okay, you right.
But nonetheless, I think John Jones is going to win this fight, bro. I love Stipe so much. I do. Bones Jones is just one of those once in a lifetime fighters, dog. He has like you watch Bone Jones fight, you would think he got no skill, none of that, because he fights awkward. But he's put down everybody.
Very unorthodox.
He puts down everybody. I think John Jones is going to win again. I don't think Stipe Miocic has a chance, but I think John Jones is going to win again. For UFC, it sucks because there's nobody there anymore that can even pose a threat. If I'm being 100, if Stipe can't do it, you ain't got nobody to do it. So I think John Jones is going to walk out champion and he will retire as champion and take the belt with him. So,
what do you think about the narrative that's going around that's saying that he's so-called ducking one Tom Aspinall?
he's not duck. He ain't ducking him. But people are.
He ducking. He a pussy. He ducking.
No, he ain't ducking him. Part of the problem is, shut your ass up, Mel. You don't even watch UFC like that.
It's for the purpose of the show.
He's not ducking this dude. All right, here's what's going on, right? He's going to go after Bones Jones has a history of going after who y'all think is the best and who is going to beat him. Right now, people think Stipe is going to beat him. He's not. He's going to lose like normal. So once Stipe is out the way, guarantee you coming for that dude next.
I ain't
Guarantee.
losing to a nigga named Stipe. I'm kicking his ass.
I mean, that's honestly where I'm at about it. But I want to see
Hell no. To the no.
is that I eventually want to see a John Jones Aspinall fight only because of that narrative has been going around. Main reason being is because they think because Aspinall just won the interim title that he's now second in line to fight John. And I'm just like, y'all gotta relax because him and Stipe were supposed to fight 3 years ago. But Stipe had to go on this long hiatus, and John has literally just been waiting for the contracts to get freaking leveled out and everything like that.
He was waiting for reinstatement.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that he's ducking him. It's he got to wait his turn until after Stipe get beat the fuck up, then Aspinall can get beat the fuck up, and then at the end of it, I know Alex is gonna want to see what the fuck is up with that, so then he can get beat the fuck up, and then John's probably just gonna retire after that. But this right here, this will never happen. Unfortunately, this will never happen because Francis will never step foot back in the UFC. Especially after what he did in the other fighting league that he just showed up on a few weeks ago. So there's no possible way that Francis ever steps foot back in the UFC after.
Hell no.
No. They would have to do a fight on a different network part of a whole different company because they can't do it part of the UFC. Dana wouldn't allow it. Francis wouldn't even step foot back in step foot back in Vegas at this fucking point. But yeah, I know this, and I think everybody else knows this, but they honestly just want to see it, just for the sake of seeing it. But I just don't think that John Jones is on a different level now than when he was before. It seems like he's much more experienced and much more tactical now. So he's just a much more dangerous veteran type of fighter than he was back in his younger days. So. Yeah, I think this weekend is a crazy sports weekend. We got the Bills and go ahead and put that back up. Yeah, we need that. I like that. We got a crazy sports weekend this weekend, fellas.
Yeah.
A crazy sports weekend this weekend.
You know what, Moo? Just to add with what you're saying, NFL wise, I seen the stat today. This is the first time in NFL history where we have 3 games where everybody has won. Everybody has won 7 games up until this point, and that's a crazy stat because we have 6 teams. We got 3 matchups against teams where they've at least won 7 games, and that's a crazy stat. Thing about it, first time in NFL history. So,
speaking of first time in history, I cherish in this because it's fuck LeBron James as much as possible. Yeah, shout out to Scottie Pippen and Scottie Pippen Jr., the first father and son duo to record a triple double in NBA history.
Let me stop.
Because I know LeBron was trying to do it, but Bronny can't.
I think the only fight that everybody eventually wants to see is him and Izzy at this point. I think that's the only fight that actually makes sense at this point is for Islam to fight Israel Adesanya. Because everybody else in that weight class is virtually no competition at this point. He's literally walked through and ran through everybody in that division, in that weight class. So, and honestly, shoot, I feel you. I want him to lose as well, but he's on such a high note, and his ground game is so crazy. Not to mention his strike game is crazy. He's literally definition of one of the top tier all around fighters. So, it's only until he gets knocked off that throne. But like I said, we're not going to be here for too long because we still got a lot more football to get into tomorrow. So, Mel, you want to start us off with some final thoughts, man?
Hey, whenever you put the Mel signal up, I'm here, brother. You already know. So, thanks for inviting me coming through. Like I said, we're gonna have good show tomorrow. Got the ladies coming through from the Music City Misfits and the Derby City Dynamite, getting ready for their big game on Sunday. So we're gonna finish up our little series we had with them. Shout out to them. Gonna get into some football. We're gonna have some fun. Tomorrow we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have some fun.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show. DJ?
Well, first of all, I just like to say, man, I never get to do shows with Mel, but I love doing shows with Mel because Mel will never back down from what I gotta say. And if we gotta go back and forth, we will go back and forth. So, hey, Mel, shout out to you for that one. You already know what time it is. You already know. Tomorrow, PVT. From the Sideline presents ISH Inside the Huddle. You got Moo, you got Mel. They're gonna break it down. It is the best damn football show on the internet, period. I've been maintaining that same thing since I came in from the sideline.
I've been trying to clip that up so I can put it in front of the show. Now I got it. Thank you.
Just so you can clip it again, the best damn football show, period, on the internet. Make sure you clip that, Moo. Make sure you clip that, Moo.
Y'all know what he said.
I love listening to y'all show, so hey, it is what it is. Of course, after Friday, catch us on Monday with Basket to Basket. You got Moo, Troy, Boo-Wop. Every now and then I would drop in. Of course, Wednesdays, you got Gentlemen's Talk with me, Jeremy, Mr. Gent, Outlaw Prime. And then, of course, Thursdays, you right back here, PVT, me, Moo, Willie. That's what we're doing. And, of course, Fridays, each and every Friday, like I said before, got the best damn football show, period, on the internet with Mel and Moo. Hey, bro, we're on our way to 2,000 views. If y'all keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing, we really do appreciate it.
Three, my buddy.
We almost at 3K subscribers. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that little.
Oh, my bad. No, my bad. Not 2K, 3K.
3K. We had three stacks. When we do it, I'm gonna put a picture of Andre 3000.
Andre 3000.
Wow.
Up there, y'all saying, because we had 3 stacks. So make sure y'all keep liking, subscribing, and commenting. We're gonna keep dropping this content, man. We can keep coming at y'all almost every single day of the week. You know what I'm saying? And we can keep bringing y'all this glory. We can keep bringing y'all this good stuff on the YouTube. So make sure y'all keep us on your airways. Make sure y'all keep them notification tabs on so y'all know exactly when we go live. So that little pop-up on come up at the top of your screen. Don't swipe up, swipe down. You know what I'm saying? So we can get that interaction. But without further ado, thank y'all. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Girl, you rockin'